All right, good morning, YouTube. Mic check, hot mic. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Today is Thursday, May 2nd. I'm JB, and welcome to another edition of What's On Today with Discovery Bay, home of the YouTube Comic Community Channel Guide. This is the show where I'm going to share some of my top picks from the sea of comic content that was released yesterday, and then I'm going to give you a rundown of shows that are either premiering or going live. So, yesterday's most anticipated top read was Meet the Scrolls number 4. Let's get started with a quick recap of yesterday's highlights. There are links to these channels in the descriptions below. These channels have been discovered. First up on the recap, over at Page's Films and Plastics channel, they released a video titled Sharing Some of My Recent Funko Pop Figures and More of My Collectibles. Let's take a look. Now this video was just plain fun. I love to see collections, and this one was fantastic. To see more of this video and more great content from Page's Films and Plastics channel, go ahead and click the link right here. Okay, for the next item on the recap, join Wolf Warner as he slings his slang over his new Comic Book Day haul as he released a video titled Wolf's New Comic Book Day Report 5/1/19 featuring DCeased, Savage Avengers, Gogor, The Rejected. This was the first video I've ever seen from this channel. Let's take a look.
Yo! What's up, party people in the place to be? Wolf Warner here with Wolf's New Comic Book Day Report. May 1st, 2019. Yeah. Rocking in the background, Boys in the Hood theme. Yep. I'm listening to that this week when I'm rocking my books, man. Ooh, the horns is crazy. Piano crazy, guitar crazy. You know why I'm playing this? Rest in power, John Singleton. Visionary, Boys in the Hood, Baby Boy, Poetic Justice. Keep it, just visionary. Rest in peace, brother. Let's get to the books, though. Next up, Champions. Yo, this was a week with some hot covers, but thank goodness they're good reads because I couldn't be spending that money just on covers, but you know my man Vision. This is one of the best covers of the week, y'all. Yeah. Woo! The Rejected, The Unwilling, Volume 2. You know Rejected is hot, y'all. This is Volume 2, all right? The villain right there, he's back. They might do something with this one day, y'all. I hope you got yours.
Look at Wolf bringing it East Coast style. To see this video and more from Wolf Warner, check out the link right here. Okay, the final item on the recap comes from George over at MCE, which stands for Marvelous Collectibles and Entertainment Channel. He released a video titled Top Picks Favorite Collectibles 5/1/19, Collecting News, episode number 75. Let's take a peek.
What's up, people? I'm George, and this is the Collecting News, the show where I bring you my top picks for this week in collecting. So on today's episode, I got a piece that's going to make you laugh, I got a true American hero, and then I got a piece that's as cool as ice. So let's not waste any more time, and let's just get right to it.
Please remain seated and keep your arms and legs in at all times.
So first up on my list, Sideshow is aiming to bring our nostalgic hearts back to the Batman animated series with their Joker statue based on the animated series figure. This is a character played by Mark Hamill. So when I first saw this piece, I talked about it on our Geek Show this past Monday. I only saw one picture of it, and it just shows Captain America standing straight up and down, very stoic looking. I really wasn't all that impressed with it because it just had the shield behind him. But then I saw all the switch outs that it came with, and it won me over.
To see the entire video and a lot more amazing statue-related content from George at MCE, go ahead and click the link right here. Okay, now let's get to today's lineup and find out what's on today with Discovery Bay. All of these times are listed in both Pacific Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time, and all the channel links with timestamps are in the description below. There are 10 shows in the lineup today and 6 are going live. So, first up, at 12 a.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern.
Whosoever watches this channel, if he or she be worthy, shall acquire the knowledge from High Road Comics.
Arrow at High Road Comics is releasing a video titled High Road Comics Weekly Pickups 5119. At 1 a.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. Eastern, Jim over at Jim's Comics is releasing a video titled New Comic Pickups for New Comic Book Day May 1st, 2019 and more key comics. If you're not familiar with Jim Comics, then you're missing out. Jim's a wealth of knowledge. Go check him out at the link below. At 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, over at Burnt Nasty 54 channel, Steve is premiering a video titled Name That Comic Book Character Part 2 with my daughter. In this installment of Name That Comic Book Character, Steve quizzes his daughter Aria on 10 superheroes by showing her their picture. Join him in the chat during this premiere event and see how she did. Alright, next up at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, over at the Metarog channel, Roger gives us that weekly comic contest roundup. And if you want to know what's going on in the YouTube comic community contest world, then you need to make sure you watch this one. Okay, next up at 4:15 Pacific, 7:15 Eastern, over at the Mighty Comics Guy channel, we should be getting a live stream titled Mighty Comics Guy 250 subscriber giveaway live drawing. That should be fun. Next up at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, Graders Notes is going live over at Mr. Miracle's Comics channel. Join Dave, Comichead84, Metarog, and Genome as they go in-depth in Marvel's Secret Wars miniseries from 1984. Okay, at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, over at JLS Comics, we should be getting the next installment in their weekly live stream titled Comiconversation. Join Edwin of Strictly Comics, Justin of Exile State Comics, and Boston Chris in the live chat. Okay, next up at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern,
it's the CBSIBOLO Show! Now sit back and relax as Brian and Jack recap the first appearances, reader buzz, and hottest variants in comic books releasing each and every week. Coming to you from an unidentified command center, here's your host, Brian Wood!
What's going on, guys? This is Brian, Simple Man's Comics YouTube channel, and as always, it's the Thursday night CBSIBOLO show. Got a great show for you planned tonight, recapping the week's hottest comic book releases.
Join Jack, aka Mr. Bolo, and Brian over at Simple Man's Comics each Thursday night as they discuss the week's hottest comic book releases and recap the comicbookinvest.com Bolo list. Be on the lookout. So, for new comic books releasing yesterday, this list is broken down into 4 parts: confirmed first appearances, reader buzz, variant buzz, and of course you can't forget aka Mr. Bolo's long-term play. At 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, over at All About Comics, we have another live show. This one is titled Comics and Cold Ones, episode 46. Join JP, Pope, and the gang as they discuss the latest and greatest in comic news. The last item on the lineup and the last live show that I know about starts at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. The Comic Core channel does it again. Another debut of a new live show titled Outside the Issues. Join Comic Core Chad and Caitlin of Cinema Figures, John of John's Comics with Kids, and Carson of C. Woodard 19 as they give us something new you won't want to miss. Be sure to join them in the chat during this live event. Well, thank you for taking the time to watch me today and our channel. Please visit me on Facebook and Instagram where I will post this schedule with any ads and or changes this afternoon. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like. If you know of anyone that might be interested in this information or may want to be included in this show, please share this with them. Also, please leave a comment below on how I can make the show better. If you're not already a subscriber, think about subscribing so you don't miss any of this great new content. I hope you find some great new channels today, and maybe even your newest favorite channel. And as always, don't forget, we had a good time.